What's up, guys? We're back again. This is YouTube, Totally Knowledge channel. So we are doing another video again. So this is one of our new full LED modded PlayStation 5 controllers with all of the LEDs. This is not an extremerate mod. Got a lot of people saying and asking, is this an extremerate mod? We can do this ourselves. We can do this ourselves. We can do this ourselves. But I want to let you know you cannot do this yourself because it requires a lot more work than what you're thinking. Two, on top of that, if you can do this yourself and you try to tear this all down, you will very much and truly see this is a whole lot more work than you think. It's like when you go to a job and somebody's already destroyed the whole entire house and trying to rebuild the house, and they built the house a certain way and you have no idea how to go in and fix it or where to even start. And that's what you'll run into when you look at this controller. If you're even a modder period, we've been modding for years, you will truly find out this is a living hell. So we don't make nothing except $40 on this controller, 40 bucks for hours and hours. This controller, to come up with this for today, we had several times we had a problem with this controller being definitely a pain in the butt. And the reason why the controller was a pain in the butt is because the touch sense right here, sometimes this touch senses don't work where you had the little touch sense we had in the front. So what we had to do is we had to replace it, and I was going to replace the thing and keep going, and so forget that. So we went ahead and just decided to do away with the whole thing altogether. And we found a chip. We've been looking for Wi-Fi chips like crazy. What will fit in the controller, what will not fit in the controller, what's possible, what will actually work with the LED strips, what will not work with the LED strips, and so on. So we finally came up with this idea, and I will show you something which is pretty cool. So here's what we basically have came up with, is that you go to your telephone and you go to the Play Store, and what you do in the Play Store is you download this app, and it's called Do You Call Strip. So what you do is you'll download that strip and you'll click on that. Just as soon as you get this controller in the mail, you'll have this, basically this application, and this right here will be the first thing that pops up. So what you need to do first is take your controller itself, plug it into your PlayStation and sync it up. And the first thing you'll see is that this controller is pretty dang cool. You got a transparent back, transparent, and you see all the work and all the techie work. No, this is not a prison controller. I know some people have said this before. This looks professional and way more better than what the ones that we've done before previously in the past. And this is more of the newer upgraded version. We are giving this away as a upgraded version to the customer who actually bought the controller, but for the upgraded version, they don't know that they're even getting this yet. So as a surprise, we want to make them happy. But as one thing, we want everybody to be aware that when you get one of these controllers, please do not forget to charge your controller. And the reason why is because the LEDs, if you happen to leave them on, you can end up burning up your battery itself, because a lot of people ask me, does it have a on and off switch? And we want to make sure that the LEDs do turn off. We can actually hook it up to the controller, but considering that we have it hooked up to this Wi-Fi strip, which is a 5-volt strip that's connected to a 4-volt, we have to connect it directly to the battery, which actually allows the LEDs to be brighter and have more functionality and functions than any other way. So with that being said, let's go ahead and further ado, let's go ahead and get into this thing. So here's the way it works. So this controller is included with the clear home button. If you want to get the clear home button, you can do so. It's an extra $10 more. We are now just bypassing this whole entire chip altogether that was here on the front of the controller, and we are just now about to just go ahead and just say forget it. We are changing this thing, we're making it better, making it cooler, more options and things like that. So let's just go ahead and get into the main thing. Main thing is you get a Wi-Fi chip that's right here on the side. We got a 2 times the battery life, which is a 28-hour battery, hooked up to this massive amount of LEDs, which this would be definitely something you would want to have. It's a 2 times better life for this many LEDs. If you don't have that, you're going to definitely be eating the battery. So the cool thing is the one before had the copper chip in the front, and this one has a new, more sleek look. way better than the one from before, and it's better than anything I've seen on the market. I like it a lot better than anything that I've seen anybody do. And so, as of the way we do things, some people ask, do we have the more professional extended thumb extensions for the PlayStation 5 controllers? Is it a possibility to have those? Yes, it is. If you want to get the thumbsticks, the extension thumbsticks, or they'll be available for you to be able to receive those, we have those as well. They are actually right here. Let me go ahead and get those out. So this is the ones for the extension on the thumbsticks for clear. You would want to get these, and the reason why, they have the best grips for those. And this is these right here. And what they come with, this is for a more pro version controller. And what you would do for these is you would take this right here and you would actually put that right there on the top. So whatever size you decide that you want, which these are actually cleaner and taller and better than these ones right here. As you can see already, it's more clear, more transparent, better quality. They are $10. If you want to upgrade and get this, it's $10. If you want to upgrade and get the home button, that's $10. So $20 more gives you more of a more pro controller. Some people ask, well, hey man, well, does Coleman Mons do anything else besides just LEDs? Yes, we do. We do every single thing that you see out there from any other company. Some people say that Hex Gaming has this and has that. That Hex Gaming is only just basically buying extremerate parts and then putting a Hex Gaming little circle home button that's included into the controller that is basically make a hole right here, and they use the exact same home button they use on their PlayStation 4 controllers, which is pretty retarded because to me, the only thing that they are doing is nothing except that. I don't know if they have the tension on the thumbsticks. Yes, anybody can do tension. Only thing you do is you basically screw a screw right here into the side of the thumbstick, just so that everybody else will know how to do it, since everybody thinks they know how to do everything today. That's all you would do, and just screw it down a little bit tight, and for whatever amount of torque that you want for your tension. So I'm pretty sure they would use a drill that would say you get this amount of tension, that amount of tension. So that's how the way they basically go with that. So that amount of torque. So with that being said, now we are going to get into the main thing. So let's just basically go over the main thing once again. Main thing is we have upgraded now to no more copper chip in the front. So if you buy one of these controllers, just ask for the upgraded version if you want that. It's free of charge. Don't cost a thing because they are technically the same price. We have to pay basically the $7 more to get this chip. It would be right here in the front, but the extremerate version ones, well, that's the only part that before, whenever somebody said it's an extremerate version, we used was their little copper chip in the front. But we noticed the copper chip is so sensitive sometimes can make the LEDs all go off. But we don't normally have that problem, and it's on a timer whenever you connect it to the controller, and you can turn them on and turn them off with a touch, but there's still always going to be a chance every time you touch your touchpad, you're going to change your colors, and if you want it to be a set color. If you want it for the upgraded version for the PlayStation 5, then only get just the front. You will not have nothing in the back, and you definitely will not have top triggers, nor have an underglow. So this is the most ultimate LED modded controller you're going to find. So to get into how the way this thing works, so go get this app like I said earlier, and the first thing you're going to do is go right here. You're going to turn it on. So now you can turn on your LEDs. You can turn them down on the lights. You can turn up a little bit on your lights. So depending on how the way that you like it and whatever room environment you're in, if the lights are too bright for you at the time, just turn them down. Pretty cool. And then you just barely turn them up. And if you want them brighter, and if you want them brighter, and if you want them brighter. And then let's say that you just like, oh, you're like, oh, hey, you know what I mean, this is cool for a guy, but what about for a girl? What if I like hot pink? Or what if I want to get a pink controller or purple? Well, so then there you go. So now you got a hot pink color right there. If you want it to be more of an orangish red, there you go. If you want it to come back over here more towards the pinkish purple, there you go. More purple, indigo purple. So like right there. Any other purple and the pink. There you go. So that's that. So let's say you want blue. If you want more blue, You know what I mean? However you like that. If you want the aqua blue, whatever color blue you like. So that's regular blue, and you get so on. You can adjust it however you like. The greens, if you want to turn down the greens for a different shade of the greens, so on. So let's just go for the styles. So we got styles wise. If we want to go into the cayenne, so on, you got that for where you can have it's called the cayenne strobe flash, which is pretty cool. You got the green slow flash if you want to do it in strobes. If you want to do it in blue strobes, you can adjust the speeds. It's actually pretty cool for that. If you want to, let's say you have blue with red for the speed on that, that would basically be that if you just want it to fade in and out, or you can just have it do slow on the fade. It's called fading, so that's where you'll fade into two colors. If you want to cross fade from green to blue, and here we go, slow fade into the blue. It's actually kind of cool. So if you want to do it like that, or you can have it just fade kind of faster, however the way you want that to be. So it's on, but let's just go from gradual change is what it says, but it's really not gradually going to change. So just so you know, you won't get every single feature that's going to be on this application. Normally the 7-color crossfade will let you have most of the colors when it's fading in from color to color. Mainly you're going to lose a lot of the reds, but you're going to still have most of the greens, the purples, and the blues. So you'll get most of all those colors in here. And so it basically, that's kind of how the way that it will jump through that. If you want it to go a little faster, then you just kind of speed up your process on that. Alright. And then that'd be like with a 3-color crossfade. That's kind of how the way it does that, but it's not really fade because that speed turned up. Or you can just turn it up like something like that. But that's really not that. But that's probably if you want like the disco look. That's pretty cool as well, depending on if you like, you know, like the disco or the gamer controller, or it seems like that retro look to it. Pretty cool, huh? So you can turn it down, or you can just turn it up. You get your white strobe, which is really your reds. Your 7-color strobe. That's actually kind of cool. You don't really fade through every color. You just come in and get those 4 colors, but that's how you kind of get those. And then you get they're called fades. They basically just kind of go back on the colors, and that's the 7-color jumping, the 3-color fade, and so on. So that's pretty much how the way you do all that. So if you want to go like to your mic, so whenever you're speaking, you can have the thing going off to your voice. You got your music app stuff right here, so you can just play it. You know, whatever music you like, you know what I mean, just turn on whatever you want to on that. And you can see it pretty much goes off to the sound. You see what I'm saying? So it's actually a pretty cool little thing. And then you can even schedule on here how the way you want it to work. So that's how the way you do that, and you can just adjust it. So however the way you like it. Just if you like this video, rate, comment, and subscribe. And on top of that, please tell all your friends. We're trying to get at least 1,000 subscribers so we can build this channel to do live videos. And obviously, we'd like to be able to do good giveaways and get people to know who we are so we can be able to grow this business. Alright guys, y'all have a good day and hope to see you soon. And leave me any comments or concerns that you might have, or anything you might want to do, or suggestions. So let us know. Thanks. Y'all have a good day.